Things at the airport have been shaky for Alaska Airlines as of late. Canceled flights and staffing issues creating issues for travelers as pilots picket outside. And today the pattern continues. Another busy travel day brings more cancellations from Alaska Airlines, and more issues could lie ahead. Thanks for joining us for the news at 10. I'm Jamie Tompkins.
And I'm David Rose. The airline has not been able to strike a deal with the pilots union, and he joins us in the studio. Matthew Smith, we have a big question. Is a pilot strike a reality? Everybody that has a ticket the next couple of weeks is wondering that.
Yeah, in fact, while the vote begins tomorrow to make that decision, the airline themselves are actually saying that they expect this authorization will eventually pass. But if that happens, the strike won't just happen overnight. So Alaska Airlines is urging people to have caution here. Meanwhile, today was yet another day where we saw double-digit cancellations of Alaska flights at SeaTac, an issue that they say is not tied to this potential strike. But none of that matters, especially when you're flying international and you're the one that's stuck.
When I just step in here only, I got to know that the flight got cancelled. I've been frequently traveling before COVID, but this is the first time I'm having this experience.
Iranga Darmordana should have already been in Vegas when we met him here, inside a packed SeaTac. As people return to the skies, Alaska has had trouble getting flights up on time. I counted 6 cancellations on Sunday afternoon, all of them Alaska airline flights. FlightAware.com had the count at SeaTac topping 50 cancellations in a 24-hour window. Many of those, yes, from Alaska.
They sent me an email like at 1:54 a.m. in the morning.
Rich Voulier made it home on Sunday, a day late after learning while checking in that his flight no longer existed, stranding him and his wife in Hawaii.
But realistically, it's all first world problems, right? You know, when you're in Hawaii, you can't complain too much.
He's taking in stride, but more will likely find themselves in his shoes. The national pilot shortage is hitting all airlines, but Alaska has had trouble as of late. In early April, they blamed it on pilots leaving the industry and a backlog in training for new pilots due to Omicron and other illnesses. At the same time, the pilots began an informational picket, though the airline said that was not the cause of cancellations. As for now, this time, there's few answers for flyers.
So 3 flight changes in the course of one trip, you know. So I'm not sure what we're equating that to, maybe labor shortages or something, but they never really told me why. It was just pushed back.
So what exactly is next here? Now, the union tells me they'll have more to say once the vote is underway later this week. But the bottom line right now, strap in if you are planning to take off. You've got the potential strike, lack of pilots, that's industry-wide. Fuel prices, all of it is making for a pricey and bumpy ride if you are trying to fly. Back to you.